She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something impossible to overlook about her, a bold mix of emotional intensity, confidence, and raw screen magnetism. Melis Sezen didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. She asserted her presence, transforming early artistic training into one of the most talked about and daring acting journeys of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Melis Sezen was born on January 2nd, 1997, in Istanbul, Turkey. Long before major sets and leading roles, she was drawn to performance and self-expression, showing early interest in theater and acting. She pursued formal training at Koç University, where she studied theater, developing a strong technical foundation alongside emotional awareness and stage discipline. Her acting journey began with supporting roles in television series, gradually building experience and visibility. Early appearances in projects such as Hayat Tatlıdır and Sia Insi helped her gain confidence on screen, but it was her role as Darren in the psychological drama Sadakatsiz that catapulted her into the spotlight. The series became a massive hit, and her fearless portrayal of a complex, emotionally volatile character sparked widespread discussion and recognition. Rather than being defined by that success, Melis continued to challenge expectations. She expanded her range with roles in projects like Ya İstiklal Ya Oğlum, where she stepped into a historical narrative, and later in Gülsüm'ül, portraying characters shaped by trauma, strength, and contradiction. Each role demonstrated her willingness to embrace emotional risk and complexity rather than comfort. Melis's approach to acting is marked by intensity and commitment. She gravitates toward characters with psychological depth, moral ambiguity, and emotional extremes, often pushing boundaries in both performance and public perception. This boldness has made her one of the most distinctive actresses of her generation. Off-screen, Melis's public image blends individuality with high fashion visibility. She's a regular presence at international fashion events and major brand campaigns, known for daring style choices that reflect her expressive personality. Rather than blending in, she consistently uses fashion as a form of artistic extension. Her lifestyle mirrors her creative drive. She values physical movement, emotional exploration, and personal freedom, maintaining routines that support both mental and artistic stamina. While her personal life has occasionally drawn media attention, she remains focused on her work and self-development, allowing her performances to speak louder than headlines. Melis's influence extends beyond television. With a strong social media following and growing international attention through streaming platforms, she has become one of the most recognizable and discussed names in modern Turkish drama. Her estimated net worth reflects earnings from acting, endorsements, and fashion collaborations, built through visibility, risk-taking, and consistency. What truly sets her apart is fearlessness. Melis does not shy away from flawed, controversial, or emotionally raw characters. She leans into discomfort, embraces transformation, and prioritizes artistic expression over predictability. That courage defines her trajectory. As of 2026, Melis Sezen stands not only as a leading actress, but as a symbol of bold evolution and unapologetic individuality in contemporary entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about him, a composed strength and screen magnetism that made viewers pay attention. Gökberk Demirci didn't rush into the Turkish entertainment industry. He built his presence patiently, shaping a career rooted in discipline, emotional control, and steady growth rather than instant hype. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Gökberk Demirci was born on October 20th, 1989, in Izmit, Kocaeli, Turkey. Long before recognition and leading roles, he focused on understanding acting as a craft. Instead of chasing visibility, he invested in formal acting education and years of preparation, learning how to convey emotion with restraint and realism. This foundation shaped his calm, grounded on screen style that would later become his signature. His acting journey began with smaller television roles that helped him gain experience and industry awareness, but his real breakthrough came with the role of Yaman Karimli in the daily drama Yamin. The series ran for several seasons and required intense consistency, emotional endurance, and commitment. Through Yamin, Gökberk became a familiar face to millions of viewers in Turkey and abroad, particularly in regions where Turkish dramas built strong international followings. Rather than remaining confined to one type of role, Gökberk steadily expanded his range. He took on a role of Kartal in You See Kiz Cards, a character driven by internal conflict and moral tension. The performance marked a clear shift toward deeper, more realistic storytelling. He later appeared in Kardeşlerim as Kore, further proving his ability to adapt within ensemble casts and emotionally layered narratives. As of 2026, his television drama list includes Yemin, You See Kiz Cards, Kardeşlerim, Hayat Bazın Tatlıdır, and Arka Sıradakiler. Unlike exaggerated online claims, his filmography remains selective and grounded. His movie appearances are limited, reflecting a deliberate focus on strong scripts rather than inflated credit lists often circulated across the internet. Gökberk's approach to roles reflects a long-term mindset. He chooses characters that align with emotional truth and personal growth instead of repeating formulas that guarantee short-term popularity. This balance between visibility and credibility has helped him maintain relevance in an industry where trends shift rapidly. Off-screen, Gökberk's public image is calm and controlled. He avoids unnecessary exposure, keeps his private life protected, and focuses on physical fitness, routine, and mental balance. This structured lifestyle directly supports the consistency seen in his performances. His fashion sense mirrors his personality. Clean, understated, and masculine, he favors classic looks over attention-driven trends. Brand collaborations remain limited and selective, reinforcing an image of authenticity rather than over-commercialization. While his personal life has often been the subject of online speculation, much of it inaccurate, he rarely responds to rumors. He keeps attention centered on his work, professionalism, and ongoing development as an actor. Within the industry, he is known as disciplined, respectful, and deeply focused on understanding his characters from the inside out. By 2026, Gökberk Demirci has earned recognition as a reliable and consistent actor. His estimated net worth reflects steady income from long-running television projects and selective partnerships, built gradually rather than impulsively. What truly sets him apart is restraint. He values realism, studies human behavior, and prioritizes longevity over speed. From early supporting roles to sustained television success, his career reflects patience, control, and quiet confidence. As of 2026, Gökberk Demirci stands as a symbol of understated strength in modern Turkish television. Not loud, not rushed, but built to last. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.